You've got a secret weapon. Actually, it's a superpower. One that'll help you reduce stress, love unconditionally, be a better listener to your friends, sleep better, find the extraordinary in the ordinary, and just enjoy the simple moments of daily life. This secret weapon apparently is so secret that most of the time we don't even use it ourselves, even though it is readily available. And it's called mindfulness, a buzzword that I'm sure you've heard of. But it's so used and misunderstood. I want to clarify it for you today, because mindfulness conjures up either a monk in a monastery or some beautiful girl blissed out on a beach looking at a perfect sunset. And if you're stuck in traffic on a rainy day, you're like, how does this apply to me? I don't get it. So I'm going to clarify it for you. How about we just call it paying attention on purpose? Being in the present moment without judgment. How about we just call it being intentional with your attention? It's a way of connecting with life. It's a way of being, because we're so disconnected with how life and events unfold moment to moment. And it's such a denial of life. I'll give you a simple example. You wake up, you jump in your car to go to work in the morning. Your body's in the car, but your mind definitely is not in the car. It's amazing how you actually stay on the road and don't crash your car. But as you're driving to work, let's say it's a 20-minute commute, you're thinking about the meeting you have with your boss. You're thinking about a client that you had yesterday, or a coworker that you got in a fight with or argument with. You're thinking about what your kids said the morning just before you jumped in your car, what your wife or husband said last night over dinner, what your mom said over the holidays. You got all these people in your car. You should be driving in the carpool lane because you got all these people in your head as you're somehow navigating down the road, getting to work. You should be allowed to drive in the carpool lane if a cop pulls you over. You can say, hey, look, my boss and my client and my coworker and my kids and my ex-boyfriend and my mom are all in the car with me. You can't give me a ticket. And yet we do this all day, completely disconnected from life. And it's a denial of life. You do it when you're shopping, when you're at work, when you're walking your dog, when you're having lunch. How many times have you eaten a sandwich and you drift off and you don't remember even enjoying the sandwich? You look down and like, there's crumbs. I guess I ate the sandwich, but I don't remember eating or enjoying it at all. Or if you're out walking your dog, I'm sure you've seen other dog walkers that are either staring at their phone or their heads in the clouds. They're so disconnected with life. And mindfulness is so simple. It's just paying attention on purpose. Being intentional with your attention. Moment by moment, just being there where you are. But being present apparently is not that easy for us. So welcome to planet Earth and being human, because we all seem to struggle with it so much. In fact, there was a study by Harvard that said that 47% of your time you're wandering or drifting off every day. 47%. It's nearly half your day you're wandering or drifting off, head in the clouds. And that you can only focus your attention for 8 seconds typically at a time. 8 seconds. Now I've been speaking, for 3 minutes here. You've probably wandered off or drifted at least 3, 4, 5 times, maybe more. Maybe checked your phone if you're not watching me on your phone. I'm not offended, but is that disturbing to you that you can't keep your attention and stay focused? It's not just on watching YouTube videos. It's everything in your daily life. Whatever you're doing, having lunch, work, brushing your teeth, taking a shower. I challenge you, next time you jump in the shower, see if you can stay focused and present in the moment, in the shower, and not have like 6 people in the shower with you, your boss, your client, your father, your ex-boyfriend, your kids, everything. It's such a denial of life. We are so not mindful. And it just robs us of so much joy and vitality. And all day, every day, we're just bombarded with things competing for our attention. Even as I'm talking to you now, there might be a plane that's flying in the sky that you hear, or a car alarm going off, or a dog barking, and whoosh, there goes your mind. You drift off here, you go off here, and often you don't come back. You just drift off here. Attention comes from two Latin words, a and tendere, a meaning to or toward, tendere meaning to stretch. So it's to stretch towards. So it's everywhere your mind, your consciousness is stretching towards. Whether it's a plane in the sky that you hear, or a car alarm, or neighbor's music, or dog barking, everything is competing for your attention all the time. You're just bombarded with it. So we have that challenge, and then we have our own challenge with the Harvard study where we just wander or drift off, typically because we're so preoccupied with the past and the future. We're reliving, replaying, recycling the past, text messages you've got, conversations, arguments, things from this morning, from last night, from the holidays, from 5 years ago. I've talked so much ad nauseum about this stuff in the past. And then we're also plotting and scheming and strategizing and imagining in the future, trying to fix or reconcile the past. So you have all these different elements going on in your mind, and it's just a cocktail of neurotic mess where you can't stay focused. And you just miss all the beauty and the simple moments of daily life. We are also so resisting or seeking things. Our mind is always like, what do I want and how do I get it? Or what do I don't want and how do I avoid it? Seeking is, what do I want and how do I get it? Resisting is, what do I don't want and how do I avoid it? So we spend so much time resisting and seeking and not being present in the moment also. So we have all these different elements, past, future, resisting, seeking, craving, desiring, and then just wandering off, drifting off. And I haven't even mentioned how often you're just staring at your iPhone on TikTok or Instagram or Facebook, checking your text messages. Basically, we're not present in the moment, 95% of the time, when you consider 47% of the time you're wandering or drifting off. And then probably the other half, you're just staring at your iPhone all day, your smartphone. I have a joke that in the gym, there could be a fire in the building and nobody would even know because they're all staring at their phone, or I watch them. They're just wandering or drifting off in their head in the clouds, thinking about what they're going to have for lunch, or what happened yesterday, or what's going on at work, or a fight they got in with their best friend or boyfriend or girlfriend, stuff like that. It's all going on in our head, all this noise, mental noise and mind-made activity, and it's just depriving us. It's denying us of the moment-to-moment unfolding of life, that it can be so beautiful. So mindfulness is training the mind. And what you practice gets better. It gets stronger. What you practice grows stronger. And so mindfulness is just a way of being here. Wherever you are, there you are. You are where you are. It is as it is. There's a great title of a book, Wherever You Go, There You Are. You're there. And I like to use a phrase like, if it's not on the outside, it's not on the inside. And what does that mean? If it's not in your purview, wherever you are, at work, in your car, at the gym, then don't let it be on the inside. If you're in your car, hands on the wheel, eyes on the road, and be in your car. Not thinking about a meeting or what you're going to have for lunch or what happened yesterday or 3 weeks ago or the holidays, what have you. If it's not on the outside, it's not on the inside. You kind of make that your mantra. And it just keeps bringing you back into the present moment. Wherever you are, there you go. You are where you are. We make all these excuses like, I'm too busy, I've got too many emails, I'm tired, my body hurts, I can't be mindful. Mindfulness, it's not optional. You're always in the now. Have you ever been in your past or your future? So to say, I can't be here now is such a paradox because all you have is this moment. You've never been in your past and you've never been in your future. And yet your mind is constantly dwelling in the past or imagining it in the future. So you have to practice this. And what you practice grows stronger. Do it with the little things. Brushing your teeth. Try to be there as you're brushing your teeth. Taking a shower. I challenge you in the shower. Can you take a 5-minute shower and be totally present, just feeling the warm water on your body, the soap, the shampoo, everything? It's actually a wonderful experience. The problem is you're never there. Your mind is way out there in the clouds, resisting, seeking, in the past, in the future, wandering, drifting off, thinking about what you're going to have for lunch or dinner or what happened yesterday, things like that. And it just is a denial of life. So mindfulness is just training the mind to be here in the present moment. It's paying attention on purpose, being in the present moment without judgment, being intentional with your attention. It sounds like it's so hard, yet what you practice grows stronger, and you just have to practice it, and you have to want it. And why do you want it? Because there's no suffering in awareness in the present moment. The suffering is, the vast majority of your suffering is things that you're dragging from your past when you're reliving conversations and text messages and arguments, or strategizing and plotting and scheming in the future and resisting what is now, or seeking, saying, I don't want to be here, I want to be somewhere else. Have you ever been somewhere else? Have you ever been in your future? No. So stop denying that and try to be more mindful, being in the present moment. And in my definitions, there's 2 operative words: on purpose and intentional. It's proactive. You have to work at this. But the beauty is, as you work more and more and you become more and more mindful in your daily activities, whatever you're doing, if you're walking the dog, you walk the dog. If you're driving your car, you're driving your car. If you're at work, you're at work. If you're having lunch, you're enjoying your lunch. If you're having coffee with a friend, you're 100% present for your friend. And that's why I said you can become a better listener. As I became more mindful, I've become a much better sleeper. I'm in my bed, in my bedroom, comfortable 300 thread sheets and goose down pillow and everything, and my mind is no longer drifting off about some conversation I had earlier in the day or something I'm going to have to deal with tomorrow. You're there and you fall asleep quicker. It just makes everything in life richer. And you appreciate all the small moments, the simple moments, just walking your dog, taking a walk, having coffee with a friend. You're there. You're 100% present, paying attention on purpose. Being intentional with your intention. Try it. It can change your life. It can absolutely reduce stress, help you love unconditionally, be a better listener to your friend, find the extraordinary in the ordinary, because you're not denying life. Life is so beautiful if you just let it unfold moment to moment and just allow all the simple moments in daily life unfold as they are. Mindfulness is your secret weapon. It's your superpower. You have control on it, and as I said, what you practice grows stronger. So practice with some of the small stuff where you don't have many distractions. Like I said, brushing your teeth or taking a shower, having lunch, wherever there's some times where you're in solitude or by yourself, start there, and then you can grow it out where you're actually engaging with the world and with people and trying to be more and more present in all of those activities as well. And you'll find that wherever you are, driving your car, at work, at the airport, doing all the mundane stuff that we all have to do every day, shopping, going to the bank, post office, all that stuff. You can be mindful in all of that. And it just makes life so much richer and more joyful and vitality and less stressful. So access your secret weapon. It's available to you 24/7. Onward and upward. Love and light.